Hey everyone, so today I want to talk a little bit about the scary V word, which in order to not get removed, I'm going to refer to it from now on as the thing or the cold. So ever since this all began last January, right? And it was pretty freaky at first until about a month in when I figured out it was all baloney. And I was never really scared of the thing. I think everybody knows the thing that I'm referring to. I generally have a pretty healthy immune system, and I take things mostly on a daily basis to help boost my immune system. I've never really been afraid of it. Um, but recently, with all of the shedding, we'll use that word, that's happening, and I'm still not really afraid of it, but I've seen so many stories of people going into hospitals and not being able to get what they want, or the hospitals won't do certain things and they only have a certain protocol that they want to do. I found it myself necessary to kind of prepare myself and for my wife, only two people who live in this house, but just to have these certain things on hand in case, because I don't want to be running out um, at an emergency type level to go back and research, oh my God, what are these things that I've heard about for the last year? Because I've heard from several different people who have done certain things and these certain things seem to work. So, and my wife is legally blind. She can't drive. So it's not like if I'm sick, I can't send her up to the store to get me things, right? So with that in mind, I've kind of done some things to kind of prepare myself and have these things on hand. And I recommend, and again, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist. I've just researched, I've looked at these things, I've seen what appears to work, and I have a game plan for what I want to do when the thing gets me. And I figure at some point maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. Um, but so I started looking at, well, I use this product here pretty much every day, which is vitamin mineral fusion, which I get from InfoWars. Um, and I normally drink that every day during work. Now, I don't know if I can even show this on here, but it pretty much has everything in here that one would probably need. Well, and it's not even going to focus in on there, but anyways, but it has, for example, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, which they say here is 1,111% of your daily needs. It has 25 micrograms of vitamin D, which they say here is 125% of your daily needs. Zinc has 5 milligrams, which is 46% of your daily needs. And it also has NAC in here and acetylcysteine, which is 50 milligrams, which there's no daily recommended amount for that. So that's just one thing that I use on a daily basis just to maintain my health. And of course, there's a whole bunch of other things in there. And everything that I'm going to talk about here, I will put links down in the description for this. But that's just one thing that I use through the InfoWars store. I think it's like $56. But that lasts me, I mean, it says it's a 30-day supply. Yeah, 30-day supply. It usually lasts me about a month and a half because generally I drink it Monday through Friday when I'm at work, and I don't usually drink it on the weekends. But that's just to supplement what I already have going on. And it was just 33% off at InfoWars, but now it's only like 10% off. But so I want to go through here. It's just some of the things that what I've seen and I've researched, certain protocols, places to go to get these things, places to call, websites to go to find out more for yourself. And again, I'm going to try to not use words. I'm not going to use the scary C word. No, not that C word that my wife hates, the other C word. I think you know which one I'm talking about. And I won't use the V word. So let me start here. So this here is NAC, which helps supposedly to help respiratory things, heart inflammation. No, there's lots of places to go and get this. My first 2 or 3 go-to places when I'm looking for a supplement or a vitamin or a mineral, whatever you want to call it, is the Health Ranger store, which is a Mike Adams site. I go to the globalhealingcenter.com, which is run by Dr. Edward Group, or I go to the InfoWars store. Usually if I can't find anything on those 3 places, then I will go and search somewhere else. But so the NAC here on Health Ranger store is currently sold out, which doesn't surprise me. So this is recommending, so this has 600 milligrams in it. So you can see here, well, you can't see it here, but I've already done the thing to notify myself when it gets sold out. So it's made up of amino acids, plays a crucial role in natural production of glutathione. Okay. And I'm not going to read all this because this video will get very long if I do that. But it is one of the recommended things from what I'll get into a little bit later that may or may not help you, right? So, and you can just do a search. I did one here on DuckDuckGo of all these other places where you can buy NAC, right? There was for a while where there was a very limited supply of it. Don't know what was going on with that. I'm telling you, I'm not going to shop at Walmart. I don't know anything about any of these other stores. But so I'm not going to buy from this particular site because I don't know anything about them until I research them more. But so, and then, so what's nice is that on the Global Healing Center, this is the globalhealing.com. So Dr. Group is putting a pack here together of the main 4 recommended things, which is zinc, vitamin C, vitamin D, and quercetin. Quercetin supposedly works similar to hydroxychloroquine. So, and hydroxychloroquine is a lot harder to get than quercetin. So he's put this little bundle together for $85, which was supposed to help boost your immune system naturally, and other things. So, and again, I'll put this link down in the description. Now, I have already prepared, so I have my little bin, and I suggest everybody does this, of vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and quercetin. And I have the Dr. Zelenko Protocol printed out and in there so that when I need it, it's right there. So I don't have to go and search for it. I have another big, huge bin, a whole bunch of other supplements that I have. But I've separated this stuff just so it's ready when I need it. So, and I'm showing you this because of the Dr. Zelenko Protocol, right? So Dr. Zelenko, I started hearing about him, I don't know what, April of last year. And he treated a whole bunch of people with a certain protocol that maybe was given to him by God, maybe not, that seemed to work, and it wasn't harming people. So he has been putting this out for a while now, and I actually have a protocol printed out here, and I have another copy of it in my little bin here. But he goes through here and talks about treatment options. Again, it's not a cure, just treatment options. So basically he's talking about zinc, 50 milligrams a day for 7 days, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams one time a day for 7 days, and vitamin D. Now here it says 5,000 IUs, which I believe is 250 milligrams or micrograms. And then optional over-the-counter options, which is quercetin, 500 milligrams, 2 times a day for 7 days. And then, so that's the basic treatment plan. Then he goes into some more moderate, high-risk patients and talks about the zinc again. So a little bit increase, 50 to 100 micrograms once a day for 7 days. Vitamin C, again, 1,000 milligrams once a day. Vitamin D, 10,000 IU, which from up here was 5,000. So using a little bit more. Azithromycin, which at this point in my research, I have not found a great source for this yet. So I'm not going to send you anywhere for that. Doxycycline, which again, I haven't looked for that either, to be honest with you. And then the hydroxy, scary word, 200 milligrams, 2 times a day. And then that I word, the Ivor word, the Ivor thing. So again, and I'll show this later on in this video, where you can try and get this from. So, and then some more treatment options. I've heard that prednisone seems to do some things. Budesonide, I'm looking into getting some of that as well. Now here's the monoclonal antibodies, which we've heard so much about the last few days with the Biden camp limiting shipments to certain states for whatever reason. You can determine whatever reason you want for that on your own. But what's nice, he has several links down here that you can go to and look at. Honestly, I've not gotten any of these yet. I probably have seen them at some point, where you can go and find out information for yourself. Based on this Zelenko Protocol, I had posted a picture on my Telegram account of a slight breakdown of this. I don't remember where I got this from, but if you just want to take a screenshot of this image right now, just pause it, take a screenshot of this image, and print this out. You can also go back and print out the last protocol, which is this one here that I was showing you. But print this out or copy this image, save it in your phone, save it in your computer, print this out. But again, it's a quick breakdown of what he's recommending, right? So let me go back here. So again, if you go onto this Zelenko page, you can go in here to click download the protocol, which brings you to this page here, and you can just print this out, and it's a nice breakdown that you can keep with you, and there's links to all those other sites he was showing you here. So I would recommend printing this out, keeping it with your supplies that you have so you can reference it at any time. And here is, he also sells a product called ZStack, which, so this is $55 for one bottle. So instead of going over here to the Dr. Group page and buying these 4 things separately or in this one bundle, you can go here and buy what he calls ZStack, which does contain zinc, quercetin, vitamin C, and vitamin D. So he has it all in one little thing that you can do. So based on that, you can go, so the question is about the Ivor and the hydrox, and how to get those things. Now, there are certain doctors who will not prescribe it, because most times you have to get a prescription for the Ivor and for the hydrox, right? So this site here, the FLCC, they have, or this is from critical or something 19 criticalcare.com. So this has a list of how to get the Ivor, right? And there's several different places on here with links, and you can go and you can research these places. They show which states you can, they service, so depending on which state that you live in. They talk about whether or not they ship internationally or not. And it's just a whole list of places in here where you can go to attempt to get the Ivor. So this is showing 25 of this page of total of 60 different places. So depending on where you live, what's going to work out best for you, you can try this. And you can go here and try and acquire the Ivor. And I would recommend, and I have not done this yet, I'm going to, I would recommend that you have some of the Ivor on hand. Because if you go here, he's recommending 0.4 to 0.5 milligrams per day for 5 to 7 days. So you can use that. So going back here, so then on the FLCC protocol, this is from the same site, but they kind of have a different protocol on here using some other things, and they talk about all these different things, whether it's pre-exposure, while you have symptoms and things, and what may or may not work. So you can go through this page if you want to. They have all these charts that I really don't understand, but you can go here and you can look at there. So this next page, this is from America's Frontline Doctors, which again is a very good source. This is the Simone Gold group. I'm sure you've heard about her, but if this is another way where you can get the Ivor or the hydro, right? So it goes through a service called Telemed. So you can, you fill out the form. So there's a fee, right? $90. The physician will normally call you within 2 to 7 days, not counting weekends. Keep your phone with you. The pharmacy will contact you for payment information and all that kind of stuff. So you can do this here and try to attempt to get the Ivor thing. So that's just, basically vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, quercetin, hydro, Ivor seems to be the thing that most people are using to get what they need. So I did go through here also. So this is the InfoWars store site. So this is a link to the vitamin mineral fusion. And I think if I go on here, I can actually, there you go. So again, this is what's included in the vitamin mineral fusion. So again here, vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, right? Over 1,000% of your daily. The vitamin D, 250 micrograms, 125%. It's even got vitamin B12 in here. It's got magnesium. It's got zinc, which is 5 milligrams. Selenium, which I also take separately as a separate thing every day. I take a separate magnesium supplement every day because this one doesn't give you a whole lot. But here again has the NAC, right? 50 milligrams of NAC. Glutamine. So it has a whole bunch of things in it, and I'm not going to go through the whole list. But again, So right now it's $53.95. You can get it for $48.55 with a subscription, which means you can get it every 30 days, 60 days, however many often days that you want. So got 4.8 stars out of 1,930 reviews. This is great stuff. If you just want to get an overall boost to your vitamins and things. And they also have this other product, which I use more during the wintertime because I used to get plenty of sun in the summertime. I work outdoors in shorts and I roll up my sleeves, but I usually find in the summertime I get plenty of sun to help with my vitamin D, but I'm definitely going to be ordering some of this here soon. So this is called Winter Sun Plus Vitamin D, and I think I just remembered that I got my stupid screen window in the middle of my page. I'm sorry, I'm going to check this here real quick, and it's going to look very ugly, and I do. Wow, how about that? So this whole video is probably screwed because I had that in the middle of my page. But anyways, I'm sorry for that. I'll still have all the links. That's really dumb because I was messing around with this last night and I didn't change it back. Sorry. Anyways, so Winter Sun Vitamin D Plus. So this has 100 micrograms, which is 4,000 international units per dose. So it also has vitamin K in it as well. So this is half off right now, probably for like the next week. I'm probably going to order myself like 3 bottles of this because it does last for a good while. They say here 1 dropper daily. So there's about 30 servings. And again, you probably don't have to do it every day. But that's just another way to get vitamin D. Again, there's plenty of places to get vitamin C. You can go to your local grocery store and get it. They sell it in, 1,000 milligrams, 125 milligrams, 50 milligrams. You can get vitamin D in lots of different amounts. Vitamin D, zinc, at your local pharmacy, you can get it. But so with all this, I just I'm preparing myself just to be ready. I'm not afraid of it at all. But I know I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not freaking going to the hospital. That is one thing that I will not do because I'm not taking their crap and being put on a ventilator. I've seen too many stories of people being put on the ventilator. They sit there for 12, 13 days. Their lungs never come back, and they just die. And I did a video last week about that, about how the protocol is killing people. And this is the protocol that the Centers for Disease Distribution and the WHO, I don't remember who is, but that are putting out to these hospitals, and they're just following along because they need the money, right? These hospitals are very strained last year, from what I've heard. I'm not giving facts, or maybe I don't know, but they were very strained financially last year because people weren't going in, and they get this extra funding from the government, which I still believe needs to stop. If that stopped, the hospitals would stop following this protocol. If they're getting the extra $53,000 to put somebody on a ventilator, that needs to stop. And I was told by my wife that I need to stop using the word in my videos because I'm not a great speaker, and I've had a stuttering problem for my entire life, which I've pretty much learned to deal with. I don't stutter a whole lot anymore. I just don't use words that I know I'm going to stutter on. But anyways, so I need to stop using because my brain works a lot faster than what my mouth will produce the words. Is what my speech therapist told me in middle school or high school or whatever it was. But anyways, and that's another thing I need to stop using. But anyways, so do some research for yourself. go to these places. There's other places you can go to. Dr. Judy Mikovits, Simone Goldsight, Dr. Jane Ruby. Check out Dr. Malone, Robert Malone, who is the guy who, well, anyways, there's lots of people out there who have alternative options that you may or may not want to try. It's totally up to you. And some of these will work if you've gotten the V or you've not gotten the jab. They will work for either. But do your own research. Check out these places if you want, and just figure out what you want to do for yourself. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do for my wife. I said, So anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope this doesn't get banned. I know the three places, my BitChute and my Rumble and my Odyssey, it probably will not get banned. I'm more worried about the use something. I don't remember what it is. But anyways, thank you for watching. Check out these places. Oh, by the way, I'm not getting paid at all for promoting any of these other websites, whether it's the Health Ranger store or the Global Healing Center or the InfoWars store or the ZStack. I'm not getting paid by any of these companies. It's just things that I have researched for myself, and I find that it's good information. I may be totally wrong. I doubt I am. But anyways, go check these out if you want, and we'll see you tomorrow night.